Hey everyone, welcome back to the Weebshit podcast. I'm your host Jess,
And I'm Aaron.
and welcome back. This is our eighth episode,
Yep,
right?
yeah, eight.
Yeah,
It's been way too long, and
trying to do.
we had to re-record, and it's so funny actually. We had to re-record like our first two episodes.
Yeah, the first original ones that
Yeah,
are now Patreon exclusives.
hey,
Link below. I'm
hey.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
What the
kidding.
hell?
I'm kidding.
I don't know if I want to release it even. It's really it's not really up to
Is that
standard.
something? Nah, it's not something we're kind of proud of, but like
Yeah, it's
that's what.
embarrassing as sin. Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
embarrassing as sin.
have you ever told everyone how this, what the origins actually is? Because Weeb Shit podcast originally isn't, was for something else.
It was the unnamed podcast. The
Then Aaron, you
unnamed.
started recording one of the sessions because uh, you want to tell them, or should I?
Yeah,
Or what was the
yeah.
true intent for?
I'll just add some. I'll just add some facts along the way, like some hype man. Like
Yeah,
woo,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So like, so like Aaron actually approached me. He wanted to make a game, some type of horror game esque,
yeah.
and
It's a
he needed.
psychological horror.
Yes, we did.
It's
He
not
wanted
horror.
to.
It's psychological horror.
I'm trying to bring on intellect,
Uh,
and we were we weren't we were just trying to make a story, and we had meetings like every other night. Like
yeah,
I remember, like we used to stay like it lasted for hours, and then one by one we just go
yeah,
off.
yeah. Yeah. Eventually, it just didn't like take off, but we did do a significant amount of work.
Yeah,
Uh,
we had a completed script that I wrote and Aaron already reviewed and stuff. We had a completed script because it's for a game that
yeah,
never came.
yeah. You actually did a pretty amazing job on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it had a beginning and a middle and end. All we need to do was make the assets, make
and
the
the art.
gameplay, and do
Mm,
everything. It's like a point and click type of game, which you know, as a very as a fan of mostly first person shooters and like short attention span tier games, uh, it's
it
not
was
my
a
first.
challenging thing.
It wasn't my first kind of game, but I wanted to do it, right? I wanted to try
Mm,
this, right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
usually the games I would make are like strat either. I mean, yeah, it's usually like something I would like. But what if it's a game that's out of my comfort zone, like point and click, right? So it's like
I mean,
that would
yeah,
be an
it was fun. It
interesting.
was ambitious.
Yeah, it was an interesting. And
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely ambitious. Like I enjoyed it. Like writing the entire thing. Since Aaron gave me full creative control for it, I don't know what to do.
yeah,
And
just do everything you want, man. I don't know how to write this kind of shit.
and Ash, our previous
Yeah.
guest, she was
Yes,
our lead
previous guest. She
artist.
was involved in the development, and that was fun.
It was fun. She made a
I
lot
might.
of cool
I don't know.
sets.
I don't know. Should we release? Should we post some of the? I don't know. We'll probably ask Ashley as well if we could
Yeah,
release some of the game screenshot. So it's not like so the internet won't consider it like it's lost media
lost media.
since
Yeah,
it's bottom of the lost media iceberg. Aaron and Jess's
yeah,
game.
yeah. It's gonna be our 10 viewers are gonna look for it.
Yeah.
They like Aaron here, like even during our college, he used to make like a lot of games for his classes. Like, what was that one game?
Yeah, it was all just for projects. Actually, it was all
Mm,
just for classes. Uh, yeah, it's all it. One was my thesis. Actually, it's kind of funny because
mm,
in when you're a computer science student, you can actually make a game, and that would be your like bachelor's degree project. They're actually
yeah,
pretty uh lax. They don't expect something like
mm,
revolutionary or some shit. Like they don't expect anything complex. Just make a game or whatever that
Very simple game.
uses an algorithm. And I was like, and of course, uh, knowing my friends, who were my thesis mates at the time, I'm sure they wanted to make a game, and meanwhile I was just stuck thinking, what app am I gonna make? I was stuck thinking, okay, app, but all right, a game, fuck it.
Yeah, it was
I
fun. You had what was that one? The one where you gave memory Arcadium.
Yeah, that one was
Am
for
I?
another project for another class. We actually had this iOS class where you had to make
Oh
games
god.
for the Apple platform, the
Oh
iOS platform. That was
yeah,
terrible.
that gotta hurt.
None of us had like it was hell, especially if you didn't have like a MacBook. It was hell
Mm.
because we had it was a if in case you guys probably don't know, it's we went to a pretty expensive, not really expensive university. Yeah, really,
Yeah,
not
it
really
was
expensive, but
top tier. It
it's
was a
like
top tier university.
yeah, it's a pretty top tier university. I'm not, and we're not trying to flex. Not gonna
No,
lie, I wish I kind of went to just a public university because
but hey, at least we get to flex the fact that hey, we came from here. So
man, I don't know, it's just not worth it. Like the the tuition fee was like 60, right? Around
no,
60.
70. It was
60,000
around 70.
pesos.
Our,
70
our,
even.
our
It's like what the
yeah,
fuck? For 4
yeah,
years. It's like
4 years.
I'm like man, I'm just really really lucky that we could even afford that.
Mm.
Most people just can't. So they go to these free these public universities, which in some ways are more superior actually in terms of quality of education. So it's like what for, right? It's like 70K, but what for?
I guess
Basically
at that point
every
you
college
just
students basically every college graduates this question, right?
and it's like you're just paying for the name.
Yeah, you're paying for the
You're just in the
diploma. But
but we had
yeah,
our fun there during our time.
despite all that, despite the like post college regrets, despite that post college regret, like all thousands of pesos for
I'm
what?
pretty sure some of our
Despite
viewers
that,
are already rolling their eyes. It's like, oh no, a guy graduated from a big tier university
oh
complaining
yeah,
that fact
woe
he
is
graduated.
me,
Woe is me.
woe is me. Uh,
Oh,
but yeah, uh, so yeah, oh man, I went to a tangent.
yeah, we went to that. Going back to the games you
Yeah,
made.
going back
Whoa,
to the
whoa,
game,
where's
it
up?
was yeah, we had this room. It's full of Mac PCs. I don't know what
Mhm.
they're called, but it's like one room with like 3 to 4 rows of Mac PCs. I think you've already seen it. It's in this, it's in the building filled with just dedicated for all that computer activities, and
I think we
that's
did,
the
but I
yeah
never entered.
yeah, and that's the only place like where we can actually those that don't have those MacBooks uh can actually do their projects. So of course we knowing that it's nearly impossible to go to uni just to just to work on the game, to me it's like a death sentence. You had to go to like 3 different jeepneys and one tricycle just to get to school. No fucking way am I gonna do that.
Yeah, because our school, because we lived like out of
Yeah,
state, I guess.
yeah.
We
So
were
I
we were out
just
of state.
so I just went and got a virtual machine, right, and ran Mac OS on my PC, and that's
Ooh,
how
the
I managed to
pain.
finish the damn game.
The pain. If you know
Yeah,
Aaron and he's sometimes disdain against like giant corporations, you know
hey,
how
come
much it
on,
hurt him.
you're making me look like a
Oh, come
terrorist. Just kidding.
on. But yeah, I mean, at least other than that, you learn
Yeah,
a bunch of stuff.
yeah, programming in that in whatever in the programming language that Apple was using was pretty fun. It worked. Granted, there was a lot
Mhm.
of praying and hoping that it would work. But yeah, it's the game is called Memoria Arcanum. I do have it in my GitHub repository. Uh,
Link down below.
yeah, me and a good friend of mine worked on it. It's very very fun. Uh, After we made the iOS version, which was the one we submitted, uh, we made an Android version like months later, and it was easy because we already had the assets, right? We already had the plot, we already had the end, we already had the beginning, middle, and end. We already had the game loop. It was already easy from there. It was a matter of porting it to Unity, and it was fun. You know,
And
the
you know.
feeling of accomplishing something.
And you know, didn't you make another one during your thesis? What was it? It was that it was like an inspiration from Resitaire.
Yeah, that was Item Shop Tycoon. Yeah, that was my thesis actually. A game. Item Shop Tycoon. Yeah, it's on itch, but I saw when I last logged in, nobody fucking noticed it. Nobody even
Ooh.
went to the page. I, I expect that. I expected that, right? I expected that, right? Because lots of fishes in the sea. It's nowadays it's so easy to make a game. It's like market's a little saturated right now. But yeah,
I mean, you should have.
in case you guys want to check it out, I guess I'll link it in the description along with the other game. God, I'm shilling myself. I don't feel so good about that.
But it's our podcast, so chill
Yeah.
all you want. But you know, you should have stuck with the original intent for it. It was supposed to be like inspiration from like a lot of like it was supposed to be some kind of isekai stuff,
Yeah, it is an
right?
isekai. Actually, me and my friend just thought, it was supposed to be a realistic kind of game. Realistic in the sense
Yeah.
that it takes place on a real place, on a real town, on a real marketplace, which is Divisoria.
Mm.
In case you guys don't know, Divisoria is this bustling market filled with almost anything you can find, mostly clothes and other knickknacks. Every single
And it's
Christmas, every single Christmas, every single Christmas and other holidays is just jam packed with people buying cheap shit.
yeah.
Where
You
was it?
know,
Where is it located? Actually, what city
I
is it
think it was
located? I
it's
forgot.
in Paranaque. It's in Paranaque or
For real?
Pasay. Fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Paranaque. I find that a little odd that it is that I don't think it's in Paranaque, but yeah, it's somewhere in
I
Makati,
think
somewhere near there,
yeah,
right?
it's I know it's in Paranaque because like Baclaran Church is in Paranaque and it's like it's right there.
Fuck. I
And
think I might have miscalculated how big Paranaque is because I thought it
Paranaque
was
is a
just like
very
like I thought it was just like Las Piñas, but it's like
Paranaque is
it's
way bigger because like it intersects SLEX. Pass it and
I
you pass it
see.
to Makati. And
Yeah, I
I'm
thought it
pretty
was
sure
just
our
like an
viewers.
extension of Las Piñas. It's Las Piñas, but
Mm.
you know, eh, more rural, I guess. I don't know. It gives me that rural feel. I
And
don't
of
know. I
course,
don't know why.
our non-Filipino listeners truly understand.
Yes, definitely. Yes, come to the Philippines.
Yeah,
It's fun.
fun.
But
I
don't
remember that
stay.
because
Don't stay.
don't stay,
Just visit,
just
and you'll
pass
be
over and
fine.
then you head to the cooler provinces. Don't stay. Don't go to Philippines, but don't go to Manila.
I mean, yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think we're like the flashiest cities. It's a city.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest cities in the world. Actually,
Yeah.
Manila. It's
Oh,
one of
for
the
real?
oldest. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah. Actually, in terms
is
of
it Manila?
how much I hear about in the history books, yeah, that's
Well, I'm thinking it's either Manila or Cebu. So either of those. Either of those.
yes. Our college education truly has paid off.
You can see how much uh,
Yes,
how much education how much do our parents pay? 75K. And
that
there
was
was
that
such
was that was like 100 plus thousand well spent.
well spent. And now we're here figuring out our own history. Oh my god.
Yeah. But lately, actually, I've been uh listening to like Dan Carlin's World War II, the Pacific Theater,
Oh yeah, yeah.
his
You told
coverage
me
of the
about it.
Pacific Theater. Yeah, and
Yeah. Oh
yeah,
damn, it's like 4 hours for each episode, and it's
yeah.
like
I,
four.
I actually listened through the entire five episodes, so it's like 4 hours each.
Really?
Yeah, it's not.
Jesus,
I didn't
I
do it in one
can't.
sitting. Of course, I didn't
Mm,
do it in one sitting, but like each day, like one episode, right?
mm.
Or one
I have a
one to
hard
two
time
days
doing that.
actually.
I'm impressed with that because sometimes I have a hard time when it comes to. It's weird. Like I can listen to like hours worth of like songs just sitting and doing nothing, but like podcasts are like I don't know. It's a
I
hard thing
think.
for me to for an attention span.
Hmm.
Like when I can't I can't do something else while listening to a podcast because I don't want my mind to wander like and I have to catch up to what they're saying.
I think it's mostly because yeah, podcasts actually require your attention, right? So
Most of
it's
the
like
time, yeah.
usually when you're listening, it depends on what you're listening to. I would listen to something like
Trash taste.
yeah,
I love
Trash
trash
Taste,
taste.
and
By
it
the
would
way,
it's all just casual, right? Casual, just
yeah, it's very
chatting kind of
casual.
thing.
It's very
So usually you can just put that shit in the background, and it'll be all
mm.
good.
When they make a joke,
Ah
it's
ha ha ha, I relate. But
Connor recommended Queen B, motherfucker. I'm
yeah,
kidding. I'm
as of
kidding.
yeah,
So
hey, it just so happens they get all the good shit.
that is true. That, but I don't want to get into it. This is, I don't want to get into a tangent about complaining about hentai.
Honestly, man, I haven't really watched
The
hentai.
entire thing.
I don't watch
Uh,
it. I just read it, right? I'm like heavy on reading
yeah,
manga
yeah,
buildings,
Aaron, yeah. Mm.
but actually watching animated hentai,
It's hard to get into. You,
I tried. I actually, it's so crazy because you actually recommended me a long
oh
list
yeah, a long
of
list.
titles. It's like this. It's like Jess has this fucking long
It's
list
like
prepared anytime someone asks, "Hey, what what hentai do I watch?" It's like he's
Control
prepared.
C,
It's like a trigger word. Oh, I
Control
got you,
C,
fam.
Control V.
Oh yeah, I got
There
you,
you
fam.
go, bam.
It's already in the notes. It's already in the notes app.
It's in the notes and it's in my messenger.
It's like holy shit. I'm
But yeah,
just.
going back to the
Meanwhile, I'm just saying. What was that title?
uh,
What was that author? And I have to
your,
look up.
your
And I have to look
monkey,
it
your
up.
brain is processing it like that brain blasting from Jimmy Neutron.
Remembering that Dojin artists be like,
But yeah, like with podcast things, like you, how do you do it? Like, do you have
I
like,
just put
do
it.
you
I
break?
just put that shit in the background. I'm.
Mm,
When you're a wage slave, you have a lot of time, right, to listen to
mm,
podcasts while you're working,
mm,
right? So I just, if I'm running out of YouTube videos to watch, like holy shit, it's like sometimes it goes dry, right?
mm.
And everyone I'm subscribed to, you know, they just, they're not they're not putting out interesting content yet. So it's like, all right, time to bust out the podcast.
Mm.
And usually, even I don't know if it's just I've broken my brain enough to listen to podcasts while working, but somehow I get to do it. So yeah.
I, I don't know. It's for me. I still have it. Like I don't know. There are some podcasts that I can stand listening for hours. Like
Yep.
Lore. Have you ever listened to the Lore podcast?
Oh, I haven't actually. Are those one
It's
of the?
actually
It's is it one of those? Those. Um, it's one of those crime drama kind of podcasts.
no. It's like a horror podcast. Like he recounts like
Mm.
supernatural stories, and it's actually pretty good. Aaron, his name is also Aaron.
Ah
Aaron
yes,
Mang.
the best name, the name of a Chan. Just kidding.
But yeah, it's like, but his episodes are like, it's the length of a TV show episode sometimes. Like it's like 23 minutes or
Oh.
15 sometimes. So I guess it's something like, it's something that I can pick up and like I don't have to be committed to it. It's just a casual listen. So I guess that's why it's so easy for me.
Most of the things I listen to, and I actually listen to quite a lot. I actually looked at my podcast app once, and I use AntennaPod. By the way, it's I recommend it. It's open source and it works very well. Anyway, enough of that tangent. But most of the shit I listen to are either in tech or in more of the business side of things. I know it's a little weird, but I would listen to stuff like Linux Action News. It's mostly just a dedicated podcast about weekly news about Linux. Oh, that's fun.
That's
They
fun.
have way too much ads though. I have to kind of always skip it. I know that's like a
Gotta
taboo
get that
thing,
break.
I guess, to do, but I just can't stand listening to advertisements. But
Unless
what
it's
else?
fun.
Yeah, what else? Joe Rogan podcasts. I could
Yes,
actually, I looked at there's actually a statistics feature in AntennaPod, and I found out that that's like my number one most listened
Joe
to.
Rogan.
I actually listened to 100+ hours of that. Like
Jesus,
how
I watch Joe Rogan sometimes, but like it depends on the guest. Like
he has a lot of interesting people actually.
like I watched the Bill Burr episode,
Oh
Edward
yeah,
Norton,
and
once
he
with
had when he finally had
Robert Downey Jr.
Dave Chappelle on. Remember
Oh
that?
damn,
He finally had Dave Chappelle on at one point.
yeah, like, but hey, he always, it's a few times, he always references it because Dave Chappelle is like one of the best comedians of all time, and
For real, yeah.
finally, yeah. So yeah, it's the thing with me with podcasts. It's just there are some that I have a hard time getting into, like you're Don Carlin's, like it's really interesting. I
But
just have a I
yeah,
have a monkey brain.
you really have to, if you're the type to really put your attention when you're listening to these historical kind of podcasts, these informational podcasts, yeah, you really need to like
The big
clear up your
brain
entire
ones,
schedule, maybe.
the
Or
big brain.
yeah, you really have to clear up your entire schedule just to listen to this one podcast, sit down and actually listen to it.
What thinking? What is this? I can't do this.
Meanwhile, it's like, I would work and then I would just get angry. It's like, look, the amount of atrocities that they did.
And you're
Damn it!
just coding like, "Oh," while you're coding.
When
"Oh."
when Dan Carlin mentions the Philippines, ah! I get
But yeah,
you get like
maybe,
flashbacks of the Bataan
uh,
Death March. Ah!
but yeah, maybe I should like find a legit podcast to get into. Maybe that'll cure me. Maybe it'll
Yeah.
help my
Uh,
monkey brain evolve.
I would get my phone, but I don't have it right now.
It's fine. It's fine.
But yeah, I listen to a lot actually. Especially this
Mhm.
thing called Hustle Share.
What's that?
It's a really nice podcast. It just interviews a bunch of these businessmen that's located in the country. These local businesses and how they started. It's the usual interview crap. Feed their egos, but it's like some of them have very nice insights, I guess.
Mm,
As someone who looks forward to maybe starting, his own business, I think
yeah.
they give nice tips. And another one actually that just started, and I do recommend it, is the
What?
Boocast. It's run by two individuals, and they interview all these interesting people, and one of them is basically this ride sharing group, right?
Ooh.
And it's not like Grab or Uber, right?
Uber.
It's
Yeah.
not run by any of these groups. It's basically just in Facebook Messenger. They're just this one group chat that looks
Really?
for people to ride with. And they would have moderators, of course, and then they would
Yeah.
have these processes where they would confirm your identity. You would send them maybe some identification, just to see if you're legit. Some of them do, some of them don't.
Yeah,
But yeah,
in our fucking
apparently
role.
these groups exist actually, depending on the location. So you would ride share with a bunch of these
Mm,
people, and you would pay the dude. And it's not run by any of these, these ride sharing apps. It's great. And then there's one where they have this where they invented this flashlight, I guess, this lamp that's run by salt water. That's actually really interesting. And they interviewed that guy.
interesting.
Yeah, I do recommend
Dang,
it.
that's all.
It's very short actually, criminally short, in my opinion.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, like one YouTube video is worth 15 to 30
Uh,
minutes. It's
I thought it was just gonna be 10 minutes with ads.
yeah. No, thankfully not. They don't have ads yet,
Damn.
so that's why I kind of like them.
Hey,
They don't have these
hey,
ad
like
breaks yet.
us.
Yeah, they're actually. It's such a shame that they're like criminally underrated right now. Maybe it's because
They'll
maybe it's
get popular.
because maybe it's because the Philippine public hasn't caught on to podcasts just yet. But I've seen a few podcasts made by Filipinos that kind of
Yeah.
took off. Most of them are just the general life shit, but better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, but now we're here pioneering our digital Weeaboo podcast anime stuff. We're
There's
gonna
actually,
be for,
while I was looking for
we're
Weeaboo
already at the
podcast.
finish line. Hmm?
Wow.
Oh well.
I don't know if we're
But
pioneering or anything, but it's like, hey, it's like you got to start somewhere.
hey, yeah, you know what? Fuck them. Show themselves. Come here. I'm kidding.
There's
Starting
one
war.
podcast actually. It's called
Mhm.
Elitistang Weeaboo or Elitist Weeaboo. I don't know if that's their title name, but that's what stuck out to me is that they have this episode called "Are You an Elitist Weeaboo?"
Ooh, that's
Or
it.
in the
Talk about
titles, yeah, they talk about elitist weeaboos, I guess, but they never made another episode. They only made like 3 episodes and then stopped for some reason, and it's a
uh,
shame because I think they could have had
we're
something
here.
there.
But it's interesting, like elitist weeaboos. That's something that
I,
a lot of, I guess, fandoms have,
yeah,
especially. I mean, communities have.
yeah, a lot of them have their own fair share of elitists, even on the like on the Linux side. They would have this,
Mhm.
they would have these people that would uh look down on people who would install the easy, the user friendly kind of Linux
Linux.
distributions,
Oof.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, you installed Ubuntu. Whoop! I dropped my.
Oh,
I
shit.
accidentally slammed my portable fan.
Oh shit. Aaron got too heated.
Oh, you use Ubuntu? Oh, you're such a normie loser, right? Why don't you just
Mhm.
use Arch Linux or Gentoo Linux? I know it's a lot of you. I know some of you might not understand what those are. It's like those are just several flavors of Linux. You know, each of them have their own environments and stuff.
But, yeah.
Okay, I went to a tangent there.
But I guess they understand the aspect of elitism.
Yeah. So, have you encountered any elitism in the internet, or have you ever talked to one?
Personally, I've never experienced it,
Yeah, you're the
but I've
type to shit
definitely.
talk on the comment section on YouTube. Actually,
Oh, oof. I still remember the one guy who accused me of being a Nazi.
your profile pic probably doesn't help.
Perfectly doesn't help, but like,
Yeah,
hey, sure, accuse
the
of.
one on the thumbnail right now. Actually,
Yeah, this got me in trouble, quote unquote, because apparently this makes me a Nazi. A 20-something Filipino kid who doesn't know anything about Nazi ideology or
Yeah, because on
And
this side of the planet, we faced another, we didn't really
it's a
face
different.
much Nazism, but we faced something else.
Yeah, but I guess cross culture stuff.
Yeah.
Now I'm Nazi. I'm kidding. I'm not.
Yeah, just honestly, your profile pic is really inoffensive. It's a nice
It's a
profile pic edit. It's a
it's a
nice
it's a
anime girl
cute.
edit.
It's a nice anime. That's actually a MILF. How
Yes,
dare
the
you?
MILF Isekai. Yes. Uh,
How dare you? Get it right. That right there is elitism.
the dojins were amazing. I didn't watch the
Yeah,
anime, but the dojins were top tier.
excellent. But like, when in regards to like, I mean, we went on another tangent, but like going back to the original topic. But personally, I never did because I usually tend to stay. 'Cause I usually get into things pretty late.
Ah,
With anime, I got it. I got in like 2018. So, and I got into like a lot of old franchises, and
yeah,
there's a mix of fans, like old ones who were very diehard about it, and some of the newer ones that got into it. And I've never seen as much. There's definitely like people complaining about the new content coming out, like when a franchise changes, you can
yeah. We do
see
have those those
those
very
kinds of
loud
folks.
minority in the back.
Yeah, as far as that, I never experienced like people, those guys who like raise their chins at us, like, oh, you like that? I see.
Yeah, you can tell, you can see their smug
You can
faces
see their
right behind their anime profile pictures.
yeah, like, you can tell like, oh, you only watched like Fairy Tail or Attack on Titan, those basic normie ones. Huh,
You
huh,
must be a normie. Huh, scrub. Come back when
scrub.
you've watched Serial Experiment Lane 5 times and understood every single implication of each scene.
Yeah, it didn't take me like another rewatch just to the hell is going on.
OP was really banger
But
though.
yeah, it was good. And but definitely Zero Experiment Lane is even someone who's like very into like old animes as well. Like I can stand watching confusing ones, but like Zero Experiment Lane really took me for a ride. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck is
I guess you just
this?
have low attention span. Fuck you! Give me the main ideas now.
Give me the. But this was also I watched Zero Experiment Lane after real life, so I doubt I had the tools necessary to
Yes, you
understand
don't
it.
have them. Yes, you have to be. You see, Jess. You have to be a genius to understand serial experiments lane. You have to be high IQ. You know, 150, 125, 130 is like the minimum requirement to understand
You have
serial
to
experiment lane.
you had to have watched Rick and Morty at least 5 times to get it.
Yeah, you know, it's among there with high IQ shows such as Rick and Morty and National Geographic.
But yeah, autism. Never personally been affected by it, but as far as I'm
Yeah,
just
hold
an
up.
onlooker seeing it. Uh, but yeah. What about you? You ever encountered like, you know, you get into a shouting match,
Yeah, it was
in an
there was a
internet
knock.
shouting match with
Yeah,
a
there was a knock, and apparently there's more clothes that need to be hanged. Well, not clothes actually. These are just rags. But yeah. Anyway, so
anyway, going back to my question.
did I encounter anyone? Yeah, no.
Yeah. No.
I don't.
Oh,
I try not to spend too much time on. Actually, when it comes to elitism, it's like you go to 4chan and you go to, 8chan back when it was up. I was there. I used to be. I used to frequent those sites a lot, and yeah, there was quite a lot of people being smug that you have shit taste, judging you for your shit taste. There's threads dedicated to judging your anime taste, right? Oh,
yeah.
what's your anime of the year? And then someone, when you post yours, someone would green text that one anime, and post a smug anime girl, actually implying X anime is 10 out of 10. Bruh, look who has
But,
shit taste.
but I'm sure those are just mostly done, ironically.
Yeah, I'd like to think most of them, it's like, friendly
Most.
blood sports. It's like friendly
Oh, yeah.
shit talking. It's kind of wholesome in a way,
But you never know.
And
Never know
honestly,
with
I just go to
the
those sites to get good manga and anime recommendations, and they've served me well. I wouldn't be watching Serial Experiments Lane if it wasn't for 4chan and 8chan. I wouldn't be watching I wouldn't be knowing the existence of Paranoia Agent without without those anons recommending it all the time.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fun, like finding those kinds of like very underrated ones.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be listening to Indie Airplane Over the Sea if it wasn't for those guys.
Uh, that it's like that is like the it's like basic. How do you say this?
No,
Basic.
it's basically a meme at this point. That entire album is basically just a meme. Not that I'm discounting it, not like I'm, putting it down or anything. It's a pretty good album, but it's reached meme status, to say the least.
It's basically I put it in like basic hipster boy starter pack. Like, oh, I listen to
Yeah,
or
along with American.
whatever.
I think in that list is like alongside there is American football. I haven't listened to them myself, but I heard they're pretty good. But again, it also reached meme status along with In the Airplane Over the Sea, because of
don't even.
the hipster meme. I think the hipster pics
Yeah.
meme. Yeah. What else? I don't know. Should we put? I don't. I'm walking on eggshells here. But
Come on, say
Deftones,
it.
that Deftones album. I'm not sure if it's meme worthy, but it's probably up there.
No, what's meme worthy is like Nirvana. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
Like every time I see it
Nevermind.
get
Yeah, the entire Nevermind album.
never mind, like smells like
I'm
Teen
into
Spirit,
rock
like,
music
oh.
starter pack. Yeah, I'm into rock music. I'm into grunge.
No. It's like, oh, I'm pretty sure you've never heard of this band. It's Nirvana. And like,
Nevermind. This is just in the center of that. in the center of that.
but,
Oh yeah, Soundgarden. No, never heard of that.
and I think that itself is like a form of elitism, like the smugness of thinking you found something
Yeah.
obscure. Because like that in it of itself is like it's its own form of smugness. It's like, oh, I found something. I'm pretty sure you don't.
I bet
You
you
don't- you
never
don't
heard
even
of
know
these Scandinavian throat music.
No.
Hmm.
But yeah, like stuff like that. So, anyways, you playing any games recently?
Mostly just Minecraft and Stalker, and I'm I'm kind of ashamed of that.
It's fine, but me, I've been, and Aaron's gonna hate me for it because he doesn't like this game. Like, because I've been playing nothing but Genshin Impact for like the past 2 months.
I mean, I don't necessarily hate it. I just hate gacha games in general.
Yeah,
I try to
Aaron hates
avoid
gacha
them.
game. Yeah,
I try to avoid
I mean
them
Genshin
as much as I can.
because it's very addictive. Like gacha games.
Yeah, it
in
can get
general,
you.
Like, it can get you.
I think
Oh.
I made this joke once, but you would be listening to a soundtrack of said gacha game. Oh, this is a banger, and the next thing you know, you wake up, you're 10,000 pesos in debt because you
Because
rolled
you're stupid.
because you really had to roll that 5-star.
Yep. But like, Genshin is a pretty fun game. Like Jason, my God, our friend Jay.
Yeah, we
It's like
had
one
him
of
in the episode 5 or 6 of the podcast. Yeah,
Guy got it.
guys hooked.
But at least he doesn't wail for it. That's just something. He just grinds a lot, but at least he doesn't wail for it.
Yeah, that's one thing I worry about. Yeah, we are mature enough, right, to know that hey, you shouldn't be wailing. right?
Yeah,
But
don't be stupid.
yeah, but it's like kids see the. I don't mean to be like, oh, what about their children? But this could be the case. We've had cases where FIFA, even in games like FIFA, you know, parents just end up knowing that they're like thousands of dollars in debt because their kids recklessly push the button to buy microtransactions. So
Purchase.
it's like, holy shit, where did
Yes.
this come from?
But yeah,
Loot box fee. What the fuck?
what the fuck did you buy, Wolf?
Like
Tell
their
me.
entire debit, their entire like bank account just empty. It's like it's such a worrying trend, really.
When
You know, I
eh,
guess
and as long as there's profit, it's not gonna go away.
I wish it did though, but yeah, you're right. I wish we could just
But
go back to the part where you just buy, you know, you like that waifu here, just pay like 2.99, or in our case, like pay like 40, 50 pesos, right?
instead of like
You like
gamble
that
for
skin?
it, like
Go buy it. It's fine.
yeah,
I'm actually fine with that. If I could just buy
yeah,
my favorite waifu, right, like directly.
no, yeah. In that
Okay.
case, you know what you're getting, you know what you're spending your money on already,
Hmm.
instead of a dice roll every single
Yeah,
time.
it's a dice roll.
It's a dice roll. Come on. Even though
But
I play it, I'm gonna say it straight out because I'm gonna say it straight out. Even though I play it, I enjoy the game. Personally, the gacha is like one of its biggest. It's a factor of it that really brings the game down, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other players are gonna dislike me for it.
I
But hey,
heard. Oh, okay.
I had the same opinion on like Fate Grand Order
Ah.
and FGO. I think it's fine. I just hate the gacha and the gameplay. The gameplay of FGO does not it does not compensate for it. At least in Genshin Impact, there's actual gameplay. You
Yeah.
know, it's fun. Facade and attack. But FGO is just like you're picking cards. And I'm pretty sure people are gonna hate me for it because they're just gonna rant. Oh, you're just one of those salty fake fans. But yeah, I'll straight up say it. FGO is not a very good game. It's a decent game, but the gacha really brings me down. And yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I heard actually these games are fun to a certain point,
A certain
because
point.
once you reach that point and you go past it, that's when it starts getting a little grindy, and it starts requiring you to roll a certain character, just to
Or a
progress.
certain event.
Yeah, you have to do this thing, this certain thing, and that certain thing is locked to by a
Yeah,
chance roll, right?
yeah.
And I think that's
I
the
mean, you saw
problem
it.
with that, with these
Yeah, it
games
does.
actually.
Mm.
But yeah, I
And
wanted to get to like my entire college, man, like second to fourth year, actually, my friends,
mm,
once Fate Grand Order just got released, they wouldn't shut the fuck up about it.
oh
It's like, oh my god. But I was using a shitty phone, so I couldn't run it.
god,
I tried, but it just crashes.
it
So I was
just
like,
could.
guess I
You were
couldn't.
spared.
I,
That was God sparing you.
yeah, I guess it was, hey,
Divine
like fam,
intervention.
that's for fam. I'm doing this for you. I'm
Come
doing
on,
this for
man.
you.
Don't be like them. I made you better.
Yeah, they wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. It's like, oh,
Mm,
what servant did you get? Oh, my roll was shit, and of course they would be sad about it, probably.
yeah,
Not that I'm
the
shit.
funny thing about
Yeah, I'm not trying to shit talk or anything, but it's just
it,
I saw the
fuck them.
game.
They're annoying.
It's a
Exactly.
gadget game.
Yeah, and yeah, what annoys me about this is like when you have such a mainstream popular game
Hmm.
that a lot of people get into, and like there's a huge franchise behind it. Like Fate, even before the FGO game, was already a bit of a mainstream franchise. Was already at that point was a very big franchise, right?
Yeah,
And when they get into it, like they get into the Fate animes, blah blah blah, and that's when the complaints start coming about the entire thing. Because I've
oh,
read comments about it.
like what?
Like I
Like what
read
kind of comments?
like a lot of them like complaining about a lot of the story elements, or like here's one prime example I always go to. Like example, Fate Brand, or like fuck me, Fate Apocrypha. Like they
Yeah.
always complain about the main character winning when they find it undeserved because they find him weak. And but like if you read deeper into the lore, or like actually its source material, like it makes sense why he would win. He has this kind of power. The anime just had a really did a really shitty job
Is it
explaining
like,
it.
is it like really complex rock, paper, scissors? Because, oh, he would win because he has this power that counters this power.
No, he had win. No, each, each of the like him and the villain have like very contrasting power. It's just that his was more powerful
Ah,
because,
I
and
see.
you read it, and it makes sense to you because like you're into it, you understand its lore, and
Ah,
you just notice how, because like the anime itself just did a very bad job like presenting it. Like they don't even explain it. In contrast, I had to read about it to understand. Why is it like, oh, okay, I get it, makes sense.
yes,
But you know,
because they didn't invest years of their life, researching every single snippet of the Fate lore.
of the Fate lore.
Common
But
mistake,
yeah,
really.
come, you know. But I'm not an elitist fan about it. I just got into Fate like just this year, so I mean last year. So what the fuck do I know?
I'm just too lazy to get into it. I
How
tried.
about you?
I tried.
Did you get into like what was that game you were super into?
Oh fuck. I'm into a
What
lot of
was that?
games. You have to be more specific.
No, that rhythm game. Bang Dream. Oh
Bang
my
Dream,
god.
yes.
Aaron,
I still
Aaron's
play it
like a
from time
huge
to
Bang Dream.
time, though.
Mm,
I just disabled the notifications. It keeps
mm.
informing. It keeps annoying the shit out of me. It's like, oh, there's a new roll. There's a new drop. Aaron, no, I'm just in it for the songs. I just wanted to mash buttons.
But like, it's not like it doesn't like bully you.
It
Like,
doesn't.
cause you
Yeah,
told me,
that's what I like about the game. It doesn't really bully you into buying. It doesn't require you to get certain characters. No, here's the game, right? Here's the songs. You know, play more songs. Play the songs you've unlocked to unlock more songs. Maybe you know, and join the event. Maybe play in the event to get more of these currency that you use to get more to unlock the songs. It's really weird because they have like three currencies for everything.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's how
But
it
it's not.
works for gacha games. They make it complex so you don't understand in the surface.
But it's not like it doesn't force you or
Yeah,
anything.
it
Like you
doesn't.
still get the full experience.
That's what I
Yeah,
guess that's how it goes for rhythm games because you can't really paywall someone. You can't really play this song like you can't really play this song perfectly if you don't have this character. No, it's a skill based
that's
game.
dumb. That's like the dumbest thing if they implement that.
like no matter what you do, you would always have one miss, or you would always have one good like one that one
One
in
character
rhythm game
that
no
goes
in
too
one
fast.
no in
Mhm.
one in these rhythm games you would have uh this one status when you hit a note and you barely hit it, but you're off in by the game standards. So it's like, here's a passing grade, here's a passing status. Like, yeah, you hit it, but you're kind of off, and it breaks your combo. In Project Diva, that's like good. I think that's what it's called, good, or it's like meh.
Yeah,
And if these games actually did that, if you don't have this character, you would have a meh status. It's like, holy shit.
yeah.
It's like
Aaron's gonna throw his fucking phone at
everyone's gonna drop that shit like hot potato.
Yeah, it would be funny like if you don't pay for it, like you didn't pay anything for it, and there's just one final tile that you can't press because it goes too fast, and you have to pay to slow it down
Oh, if you had this character, she would have had the ability to slow it down.
to slow down. Oh,
So
buy it,
why don't
bitch.
you pay up?
Pay
just
up, son.
a little. We'll give you a 80% discount for this 10x roll. Oh, what do you say? You get
Okay,
this star guaranteed.
Right. Now we just gave a studio an idea.
Oh God,
Thanks.
I just made Bang Dream worse. I'm so
Oh
sorry.
no. But yeah.
Oh man, that was a that was just dystopian sin.
But yeah, how about like Stalker? Did you just recently just send me news?
So, are you
It's a
guys
very
ready
sad
for
news.
1 hour of me going about Stalker?
Nah,
Do you
nah, nah.
guys have the 1 hour?
There's
1 hour of your
going on.
time?
Nah, but
No,
like
I'm just kidding.
every the sad news. The lead writer for Stalker. Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah. As of the time of this recording, yeah. A man named Sergey just passed away due to COVID-19, and it's really, really quite
That's
unfortunate.
unfortunate.
Our condolences go to his family and all that. Yeah, and he actually, he it's a very he spawned he started quite an amazing franchise, to be quite honest. Yeah, it has its rough around the edges. I'm not gonna be
It's
I'm not gonna
made by
imply that
Russians.
it's like perfect and all that. There's a lot of
It was made by
uh
Russians.
there's a
Come
lot
on,
of
man.
questionable elements in the plot that I don't know. It just sometimes doesn't make sense.
But you enjoy it for like
Yeah, you enjoy it mostly because of the. Let's be honest, people enjoy it because of the experience, the atmosphere, the actually
cheeky bricky.
yes, the cheeky bricky, the memes. It got famous because of that. But the that's what I love about the game. Actually, it's so dynamic. It's like you don't when you play the game, you don't experience the same shit twice, right? So you might go to one place and get jumped by bandits in that just happen to pass by you, and get jumped by mutants on another minute. But when you play it again, it's like that won't happen. That same group of bandits won't jump you. You might get jumped by another group. It might be just a bunch of army dudes who just hate stalkers for some reason. Of course,
Yeah.
they just shoot trespassers at will, I guess. But yeah, I do recommend it if you guys. I do recommend everyone to play it if they haven't already. If you're into games like Fallout, I think you might feel right at home with
Metro.
Stalker. The plot is a little. You might like it, you might not. I think it's pretty decent. It's I think it's something that I think they took their inspirations on their sleeve. Novels like uh what it's this thing it's this novel called picnic
Roadside
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 picnic. Yeah.
picnic. Yeah.
The inspirations really show. It's really nice. I do recommend it.
Yeah.
Though I hope in the there's going to be a sequel at some point, 2021.
But,
I hope
yeah,
we
you
finally
excited?
have like an entire a seamless open world, like Fallout did. Yeah, they managed to pull that off. Hey, Stalker devs, you can
100
too.
patches to be playable.
I hope it doesn't take like a bajillion patches just to get running. Yeah, it's said, as I know it's said in jest as a joke, but it's like the X-ray engine is like this mysterious thing. It
Yeah,
might crash on you in one PC, but it would just be smooth as shit in another PC, and you wouldn't know why.
but
You,
you have to also understand it's Russians.
yeah.
They,
You look at it
they're
the
a
wrong
world
way,
away
it
from.
just crashes on you. You even
Wait,
click
no,
the wrong way.
Ukrainians.
Oh.
It's made in Ukraine, post Soviet Union Ukraine. So I don't know what kind of.
Are you implying that Ukrainians are shit developers? That's kind of racist.
No, I'm implying that
Just kidding.
they're
Just kidding.
mysterious. There's some mystery to it.
Yeah, for sure. If X-ray engine is anything to go by. But yeah,
Oh,
I'm actually playing the mod. Just like it's other. How can I say this? It's other
counterpart.
fellow apocalypse games, And I say this again, like Fallout, it has a pretty active modding community, like surprisingly active.
I mean, a lot of its mods are really, really popular because, like,
Yeah, stock.
some of them.
Most of them are the open world variety. Like, what it would do is basically unlock every single map for you, right? It's like all these 14 to 20 maps, I guess. And you're just this one guy, right? And you're not like the you know, the Mark 1, the the hero of the story. No, you're just some dude who's in the zone.
Just
And it's up to you to, explore the place. And some mods actually put some quests in there. That's really nice. Some of them, are just straight up open world. Just go around, shoot people, hunt mutants. So life in the zone. It simulates life in the zone, the harsh life.
the harsh life of being in
Um,
Pripyat.
okay, so in terms of actual mods, I'm gonna be more specific here. Call of
Yeah, just
Chernobyl
recommend
is
one
one of
that.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Call of
Mhm.
Chernobyl. It's like a base. It's like the base game. But if you want the more improved version of Call of Chernobyl, I do recommend Stalker Anomaly because that one adds so much to the game that you can't find anywhere else uh, in the mainline titles. But of course, I must preface this: play the play the three games first, or just play Shadow of Chernobyl and Call of Pripyat. It's okay. No one would think of you any less if you skip Clear Sky. Although you should, there's some parts of Anomaly and Call of Chernobyl, factions, an entire faction even, that wouldn't make sense to you if you don't play Clear Sky. So, it's still a little.
Unless you're
I'm halfway to recommending it to. It's okay if you skip it. I'm in the middle there.
ah, yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
If you don't
fair.
mind that one portion not making any sense, then for sure, just you can skip Clear Sky. But it's like Clear Sky is the prequel, and yeah. So, yeah. So I've been playing a lot of Stalker Anomaly lately. I don't know. It's just something to it, Even though I'm just doing Hitman missions, it's like I'm in
You
this
love the
role
game.
playing mode.
Yeah.
I'm in this role playing mode where I'm pretending to be this, hitman, right? Who's trying to make a
Mm.
living. And it's great for that. It's like, it's so realistic because bullets really hurt you, and you could get popped in like one hit if you get hit in the head, or if you get hit in the body, few shots, and you're dead. You're or critically injured. I think a lot of games did that as well, like Arma, but it's like they aren't situated in a Ukrainian wasteland.
Yeah.
So, what have you been? Enough about me. But what have you been playing aside from Genshin?
I'm gonna try and get back into Corpse Party, which is an old game I used to play back when I was in high school,
Yeah, we were
and I
into
even
that
got me in.
actually a lot.
We were in. Yeah, we were. So now I'm re-downloading both the game, Blood and Blood Covered and Book of Shadows. I'm gonna try and play it, enjoy it for a few weeks.
Oh man, I
Play some.
remember when I tried Book of Shadows, I was kind of disappointed that it was not like the first game.
Yeah, it took a
The RPG Maker
novel.
aesthetic.
Yeah. They took a different direction, which it's just fine. But like, I prefer the RPG style one with the sprites and the frame.
Yeah, it's nothing compares, to be honest. It's quite an experience. Though granted, if you love VNs, for sure.
Yeah, like me. Like,
Yeah, for sure. But to me, I'll just stick to replaying the first game, I guess.
yeah. Or you
But
can play Blood Drive, like the
ah,
last one, because
okay.
that I have not played. That I have not played, but
Is that
you
the
know,
one in the 3DS?
no, I think that's the one in the Vita.
Oh, sorry, Vita. Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't. Man, I don't know if I'll get a Vita at some point in my life, but I guess if an emulator comes
You
up
have something.
that
Yeah.
works, I
At
guess
least you
I'll.
have something to look forward to.
And if yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I guess I'll just that's usually the case. If I can't get the console, I'll just use an emulator.
Yeah.
Thank God for these devs that work on emulators. It's like,
Thank you.
damn, these guys are heroes.
There are heroes. So yeah,
Because
Corpse Party. God,
I'm not gonna buy a Wii U. So
no.
thankfully, CEMU, is there, right?
Why would you buy a
CEMU is
Wii?
there.
Why would you buy a Wii U unironically?
Yeah, at this point, it's collecting dust. To those people who bought it, it's mostly just collecting dust. Some people are still
Which is awful.
playing it, but they probably just bought the Switch anyway. So and they're
Yeah.
enjoying that. I might actually.
1,000.
That's which is the case. I kind of want to buy a Switch at some point.
I mean, you can. Like, there are a lot of fun games on the Switch. So maybe you'll find enjoyment in it.
Yeah,
Because, like,
definitely. I want to try
variety-
Breath of the Wild in that one.
Breath of the Wild, what else do they have on the
Splatoon
Switch?
2. I tried
Mario
the first
Odyssey.
game, just like I was kind of curious. Yeah, you can't play it offline. It's kind of weird. But,
Yeah.
I like what I saw, actually. So I kind of want to buy the game and buy the console at some point. Maybe
it's fine.
secondhand. If it's good, it's like secondhand maybe.
If your wallet lets you.
Yeah, because I don't know if I want to buy that like full priced from a store. Because oh boy, my wallet is not gonna like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can always buy online. So, yeah, anyways, Corpse Party. My God. It's one of those games, like, it holds a special place in me.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
And they're just gonna accuse of Jess just likes the gross lesbian shit. Like, yes,
oh, you're not wrong.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What? Am I gonna deny it? Do I not think it's hot? No. Whatever. I'd be lying. I'd be lying.
Yeah, it's
But
just a
Corpse
shame.
Party,
Yeah, spoiler alert. I guess it's just a shame that that ship ended the way it ended.
I did. It did. Because this is like, I guess this is forewarning for folks who want to get into Corpse Party or have not heard of it. It's a very, very brutal game. It's very gory, very violent, and it contains
Yes.
a lot of.
Can you
Oof,
just adjust my mic real
it's
quick?
a rough.
There we go.
It's a very rough game. Like when I first played, like oof, oh my god, I don't like that.
Yeah, if you're not well versed into those kinds of
So,
visual novels, RPG Maker type of games, yeah, you will get put off a lot.
it will. Corpse Party has a lot. It has imagery and like what I like about it is like they don't really show it explicitly, but the implication of
The
it
sound design there will let you
is amazing.
know.
The voice acting in it is amazing, which is yeah, it's something I gotta give them credit for. It's actually very amazing. I found myself very sickened just by hearing the like
Yeah, the bones crunching, like ugh.
crunching, crying. I'm like, oh, no, 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 that hurts.
Yeah, I might play it again. The first game again, just to experience it. To
Yeah.
be quite honest, I haven't like I know the ending. I finished this one route, right? But the good route. I actually went my way, like went out of my way to look up how to get the best ending.
The first time?
There's no fucking way am I gonna see my favorite characters get murdered, right? The main guy, the other chicks, and the main guy and his sister, of course.
Yeah.
Don't want to see them, meet an
Get
untimely
ginked.
death. So of course,
Yeah.
I looked up, okay, Corpse Party, how to get good ending.
Pussy.
Thankfully, I think there was a game facts. I think there was a game facts walkthrough. Remember when that was a thing?
Yeah, man.
Like a game
I'm not
facts
gonna lie, I
walkthrough.
did it. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I actually did it myself when I played. but I played it. I did it after I got the first. I think I'm not sure if this is a good ending. I'm kind of on the fence because like it's the one where I don't look
Whoa,
for.
buddy.
Well,
Spoiler warning.
I'm spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. I'm not sure if this is. I have vivid memories of this because I'm not sure if this is a good ending or a bad one. But like, I think I accidentally killed the main guy like halfway through the fifth chapter, and I'm like, oh shit, and it just
Was
keeps
this
going
supposed
up.
to happen?
I'm not sure if this is supposed to happen. What's
Oh
going
shit,
on?
this is pretty gruesome. What happened?
What is this? What is
But
this?
then it
Oh,
cuts. It would let you. Sorry. It would let you know anyway
yeah, it
if you
will.
did
It will.
fuck up.
But like, yeah. So
Man, that's
that
what
was
I
one of the
don't
things.
like about these, multi-root games. If you don't do this
Yeah,
one
it's
thing that you might miss, that you will miss, by the way,
that
not
you will
might,
miss. Yeah,
you will miss this unless you
yeah,
go out of your way to get these items.
and you're
You just
not
see your
even aware of
character,
it,
you just see everyone you care about in the game just die. Like,
and you're
of
not
course I'm
even aware
gonna
of it.
look up how to
Time.
go about it because I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I don't
I
want
don't
to
want
see
to do
that.
it.
Some people do,
And that's the
some
thing.
people want to see that, like, oh, what happens if I don't do this? So they would play the game again. And I have mad respect for those kinds of people, but that's not me.
Yeah, it's fine. Like it's different things for different people, but like for me, I just oh my god, ending man. I want to see this kids get out of this
Yeah,
fucked up place.
yeah, get out of that hellhole.
A lot of the best girls. I hopefully I didn't kill. Like there's two best girls. I hope that I just want to live. Rest
Yeah.
can go fuck themselves.
Remember that
I don't
one
care.
time? Actually, there was that
But
one time back in high school where
mm-hmm.
we tried the ritual in Corpse
The
Party.
Sachiko after.
Yeah, we actually had a cutout of the paper person, the paper
Oh, yeah. I tried it,
figure of the
and
person, and we would rip it.
thankfully, thankfully nothing happened.
Thankfully, we didn't,
Yes.
fall down to a
The,
hellhole of a school and
we'd be stuck with
get
two
killed.
friends. We're not. We're gonna be stuck with two friends. We aren't exactly. If I stuck, they're the kind of friends like if we were stuck in that situation, I'm like, I don't want you here.
I'd
I'm sorry.
probably I'd probably exempt my no murder principle
No,
just for
what
this
I'm
just
gonna
for
do
this
is
one time.
because like, and the thing is like when they get there, like they're murdered so randomly sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
by
They can kill
the elements of the
the elements itself.
haunted school.
And and what I'm gonna do is like when they're standing over a hole, and I'm like, I'll push them over. I'm sorry. I dreamt
Oh,
about this.
one of the things got him. Didn't see it
And
coming.
I'll just say, I'm sorry, I've had fanfic ideas about this scenario, and you're just not cutting it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he'll be missed. I miss him
Yeah,
already.
I miss them already, but if we go back to the real world, no one will miss them. I think that's the thing about we're giving a lot of our audience this information and not giving them proper context.
Yeah. Maybe would you take the honors of giving them context?
So the thing is, like, they get transported. The game is basically focused about a group of students who gets transported in this like haunted school. It's
Yes.
basically an afterlife that's modeled after school. And the thing is, everything there wants to kill you or tries
Yes.
to kill you. Sometimes,
It's not exactly the
because,
most
and
friendliest place ever.
not finished. It's full of vengeful ghosts. You got that one zombie guy, like who carries a
Apparently.
hammer. Remember him?
Sorry, the
Yeah,
game
yeah,
is a
everything.
blur to
And
me
once you
now.
die there, no, come on! This coming from the guy who got me into it.
Yeah, God, it's been years, dude. It's been like 6 years or something.
Yeah, but I still remember it vividly because I really enjoyed it. But anyways, if you die in that school or in that afterlife, basically your entirety gets wiped out from the real world. Like no one remembers who you are, not even
Yeah,
your parents or your friends, unless we're one of the survivors. They're gonna remember you. But I guess they changed it
kind of
in
sad.
Blood Drive. kind of sad. But in Blood Drive, it got kind of retcon. I'm not gonna
Oh,
spoil
what?
anything. No,
I
no,
thought that
it
was
got
pretty
different
good.
because like it is pretty good, but they did it differently. No, it didn't do it differently. They like undid it. This
Wow.
is a little
Okay.
spoiler because
The
like it's a good thing.
It's
It's a
like one
good
of the
thing.
terrifying though. That's one of the terrifying things about, that was the most terrifying things about it.
Oh yeah,
That was one of
you
the
died.
like the terrifying things that the survivors had to live with. Knowing that
Yeah,
they're the only
and
ones who remember those who
and it
died, with them.
and and what sucks like
With them.
if you die on that side, you're gonna relive the pain as a ghost forever. Like, oh, I just can't.
So yeah, knowing that it retconned, it kind of just reduces the effect of the
No,
like
it
the
wasn't
horror
retcon.
aspect of it.
No. It wasn't retcon. More on like a lot of their dead friends basically got revived. They were revived into the real world again.
Why?
It's different. It's the thing with Ayumi. Ayumi. Ah,
Okay,
I don't
so
want to spoil it, but
they just had to, let the lesbian ship sail, I guess.
yeah, I'm not sure. What the Wikipedia? What I'm reading?
You're just reading the synopsis.
I think that's enough. I'm
I can
sorry,
relate.
but like, yeah,
What's the game about? Oh, I'll just read the Wikipedia article about it.
Wikipedia. Like, hey, fuck, I can't play this game. What am I gonna do? But yeah, basically, it's either they get revived or like their memories of them. They're still dead, but like they're remembered now. I'm not
Ah,
sure though.
okay.
But yeah,
Pretty unnecessary retcon, but sure, I'll take it.
it's a good ending. It's a good ending.
It's Corpse
Everybody remember.
Party. Of course, there's supposed to be no good endings. Like, there's
There's
only
two
like,
endings.
hey, it's sort of good. They survive,
Bittersweet.
but there's a catch.
Yeah, but the ending itself. Yeah. But that ending also has a catch. That it's kind of a bittersweet ending.
Oh, they're zombies.
No, typical Corpse Party.
The revived
No.
characters are
I think
zombies.
no, I'm pretty sure they get remembered, but like Ayumi herself is different. She's kind of put into a vegetative state. Yeah,
Oh
she
man, they
can't
pulled the
do anything
rem.
anymore.
They pulled the rem.
Hey, no. Have you watched like the second season, by the way?
Nope.
Motherfucker.
I'm just
It's
look.
like
I'm doing
it's
the
taking
tried
a
and
break.
true method, man. Talking about anime I never watched.
Motherfucker. But yeah, Corpse Party. I'm gonna try and play it for the rest of the month. Hopefully, it's good enough distraction. I want to play something else naman. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the holidays, so
Oh
I
yeah.
want to play
Speaking of
something else.
holidays, actually, this country has quite a lot.
The holidays in the Philippines is
Yeah.
really, really something else.
Like
Yeah,
we have a lot. We have like we have a lot of days off in school, so it's like often paradise. So it's like
yeah, it does.
you would just have this you would just suddenly realize that you know there's no class in on a Wednesday or a Thursday, which is kind of odd because they're like the middle of the week things, but it's like, oh, we don't have class on Thursday. Like what? And then you just realize, oh, you have a quiz on Thursday. Like, and then you celebrate.
Yeah, but I like it.
It's
Like
basically
my
the
favorite part
student
of
experience right there.
what I like about Christmas break is like cosplay Matsuri is on like December 28th. It's like yes,
Hell yes.
it's fun.
It's
Yes.
always it's always in the best part of December, which is
Yes,
after
December
Christmas
28th, 29th.
and that one week where you're just chilling before the eventual back to
The
school.
weird state.
Yeah,
We're in the weird state between Christmas and New Year.
yeah.
Cosplay
That's
Matsuri is slap,
honestly the best
snack,
part.
bad in
That's
the
honestly the best fucking week,
the
dude.
best.
The best
I know,
week.
right? It's so good. And unless you're super rich or like very wealthy weeaboo, you're not unlike us. We just go like one day, but we
Yeah.
enjoy the heck out of it.
And it's honestly I would love to attend 2 days. right? Maybe at some point I will. I'll attend like
Yeah,
2 days,
true.
maybe be the mad lad and actually attend all three. But for now, it's like one day.
One day,
It's all good,
one
right?
day is all we can afford. So, uh,
Knowing that I'm
but
wage slave now, I can actually flex that I can actually somewhat afford 3 days. Yeah, I can actually, you know, and actually, I'm still a cheapskate when it comes to merch, but that's it's like, hey, okay, I lost my train of thought. My brain just fucking,
it's
my
fine. It's
brain
fine.
just
It's fine.
fried, right? But when it comes to holidays, right? Not we have, not to mention the amount of holidays, right? On top of that, we have like so many typhoons that you just don't end up having a lot of classes during the typhoon season,
Yeah, true.
which is it's like on the other hand, it's terrible because a lot of people get affected by these typhoons. But usually, if you're a student, you just you just look at
Paradise.
that sweet tweet by the mayor, and you just think no classes, and you just sleep, and you just go back to
Yes.
sleep in pure
No,
pure bliss.
the unfortunate circumstances is you learn about it on your way to school.
Oh,
Those are the things I hate.
I had that shit happen to me back
I
in
had the
uni. It's
same.
terrible.
I had the
Like,
horrible.
no no joke. Like the moment I entered the gates, they didn't let me because classes were suspended.
Ooh, and you didn't know. I remember that because we were texting each other because I was on my way to school.
I was like,
Was that?
dude, don't come. Abort. Get back.
And I was already in the van, and the van driver announced that when we were already like nearing school, and so
Oh my
he basically
god.
told us, "I'm turning this back around. Apparently, his class is suspended."
Oh my god. Yeah. So it's like,
And we're like, "Eh, right,
yeah, the
right."
the van operators, the van drivers knew. So it's like, yeah, he knew they'll come back.
But
So
yeah,
it's
at
like
least
immediately
I got
back to
a
the
free
van.
ride back to
It's like,
school.
all right, fine, whatever.
You're still salty about it, like, son of a bitch.
Spend all at least
Yeah,
I had free allowance. I had free allowance. I'm not complaining.
true, true.
The only thing I spent for
That's
was like
the
the
thing that,
fare.
yeah, but like, but for, it's fine. It's one of those things like it's a school experience. Like looking back, yeah, it was fine. It was fine for me.
So
But definitely,
don't we
I
have
those
recently we just had this one holiday. Hold up, let me just look it up real quick.
not out of there.
We just had this holiday out of nowhere on a Tuesday, which to me is kind of strange. December 2 holiday. Hold up, I'm just looking.
Is it the
Was it December? Yeah, I think it was December 7, 2020. I don't know I forgot the name of that holiday. Okay, what day is?
what is it?
Okay. Hold up. Yeah, I might have. Oh wait, that's today actually. Today is the
Yeah, it's
holiday
the Feast of Immaculate.
Conception. So
It's
yeah,
the
we have a
Feast
lot
of
of those.
Immaculate
Yeah,
Conception.
we have a lot of those. It's a Catholic
Yeah,
country, so of course you're gonna have a lot of these. Uh, okay, let me just look up holidays in the Philippines real quick.
yeah, yeah. That's true. That's like the thing. If you're a mainly Catholic country, like a lot of
Yeah,
things,
we
a
have
lot
Holy
of
Week
holy
actually.
holidays. Yeah,
Holy Week,
Holy Week.
which is
You
fun
know, you get
time, but if you're the one to watch the TV a lot, there's gonna be nothing on.
there's gonna be nothing on. It's like I'm not trying to shame them, but it's just emotional crap. Like,
Yeah,
come on,
just
man.
mostly
There's
holy stuff,
and
holy programs.
you can't eat pork or you can't eat meat
I don't know about
or
you guys,
anything like
but
that.
it's
I
like, to
don't
me, it's like more pork for me, right?
know.
At least I'm
Yeah,
not
pork
gonna
is
worry
cheaper
pork's
during
gonna
that.
run out at some point.
Yeah, because it's like, pork is cheaper during that time.
Ah, for real?
Sure, yeah,
What
because
a what a
I
joy!
mean,
What a joyous
a lot of
occasion!
non-Catholic friends
What
told
a
me.
joyous occasion! Yeah, so we have Labor Day. We have the
It's fun time.
Muslim related stuff. There's like Idul Fitr. Yeah, so and it's on and this year it was on a Monday, which is pretty amazing. 3-day weekend. So yeah, that happens quite a lot, especially during the first half of the year.
Mhm. Yeah, that is true. Like a lot of we have a lot of holidays and stuff like that.
And
It's the Philippines.
yeah,
I
and it's
mean,
so
we're
funny.
insane with when.
Sorry, go on. I'm sorry, go on.
Now, what were you saying?
Yeah, and it's really funny
Yeah, it's like the,
because
the thing about the Philippines, like we're so insane with holidays. Hmm?
yeah,
Jesus.
okay.
Okay, you go first.
This is oh man, this is the trouble when it comes to remote. But yeah,
You're
it's kind of funny
witnessing.
because when these 3-day weekends happen, right? You could just see the amount of people, just you can see by the traffic lines where they're going, and it's always going to some place like Tagaytay or Baguio or someplace. They're gonna a lot of Filipinos are gonna try to take advantage of this.
Yeah,
Traffic is just gonna spike right up on Fridays and
it will.
Saturdays. Malls are packed.
This is why most of the time I prefer like staying here.
Oh,
Most of the time, that's why I prefer staying here. I don't want to go anywhere.
honestly,
So, yeah,
yeah. For
that
me, when it
sounds
comes to 3-day
terrible being
weekends,
stuck
like
in traffic.
yeah, honestly, when it comes to 3-day weekends, to me, it's like, okay, this is an opportunity to get shit done. It's like finally do stuff, and that that resolve turns into, oh shit, I can't believe it's actually Monday and I did nothing.
Oh my God, how many days have passed? Oh, I didn't
Oh
do
shit,
shit.
it's actually Monday, and I got nothing done. All I did was watch
I'm sorry,
anime.
what? But it was
No,
worth it.
yeah,
I
actually,
finally finished High
yeah.
School DxD.
Oh man.
I have not finished High School
Wait,
DxD, by
I
the
thought
way.
you did. I thought you already did. That's like you were
Yeah,
all you were edging. You were actually playing with fire during No Nut November.
yeah, I was playing.
Okay, we're kind
Yeah,
of
that
breaking up over here.
happened. I think they had to stop like halfway through season 3.
What happened?
No,
Yeah. Hello?
no,
Yeah.
what happened?
Okay. You're breaking up.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay,
Yeah, I can hear you real
I'm
loud and
sorry, I'm
clear.
sorry. Okay, now.
Yeah, we're
All
good.
right. So, anyways, going back, like I had to stop halfway through season 3.
Oh
Because
man.
like my dad keeps
Why?
walking in unannounced sometimes.
What are you doing there,
I don't know.
son?
He does that to fuck with me. Watching
Oh, is
son.
that is that one of
What's
those
that?
animes you're
What
talking
is
about?
that?
Is that
It looks cool. Oh shit.
is that one of them
Titties.
animes you're talking about? Really?
Damn, this is one of them anime. Them Chinese cartoons.
Yeah, those Japanese cartoons you've been talking about lately. Is that one of them
But yeah, I had to
waifus?
stop. Damn, I like me one of them waifus. I talk like
Uh,
that. But yeah, I had to stop halfway through season 3 because like I can't deal with this kind of stress.
that's
And it
why
was
you
legit
that's why
sometimes
you
very
watch it
stressful.
using your phone, man.
But I want
That's what
titties on
phones
the
are
big
for.
screen. I want titties on the big screen.
Well, you get what you're just playing with fire if you're doing that. You might as well just watch it
You get
on
what
your
I
family
read.
TV screen while you're at it.
I read
Fucking animal.
on
Fucking mad
Netflix.
lad.
I'm not sure if that's Netflix, but whatever. Anyways,
Yeah. when it comes to anything ecchi, I just watch it on phones, man. It's like maybe I'll watch it on my laptop, but
Really.
it would be a time when no one's around, like 11 p.m. or
True,
something.
but like true. But like I can't do that because like I have a habit of like binging an entire season in one day. Like everyone knows about it. Like, I'll suddenly message him, hey, I just finished this. Is that oh what? Really already?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a habit of mine. I can't help it. Like usually I start in the afternoon. I watch 6 episodes and I'm very time management about it. Like I count the time and like if I finish this episode at this time, I
You
can take a
just
break, go back and finish it.
yeah, you optimize your day to watch that anime.
I opt I optimize my day to watch it. I'm that kind of person now. Like I can't do so many things in one day anymore. Like if I want to play a game, I'll play for the whole day. If I'm gonna read or write something, I'll do it for the whole day.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
like
I think that's important, really. Having some time management. That's something I lack, honestly.
and
Something I lack. I
it's fine.
would,
It's like
yeah,
it's an acquire.
I would just
It's an but
okay. Yeah, I would just go in and I would tell myself, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to get this feature done. For this app that I'm working on. And next thing I know, I just wasted like 5 hours playing Stalker or 5 hours playing Minecraft
when you
in
glance
this server. It's like,
when you glance at the
where
camera,
did they go?
what?
Where did they go? Wait, it's already
Oh,
7? Holy shit, I gotta
oh my
work on that
god.
app.
Let me go back. So yeah, that's what I always fear. So usually, if I want to do something, I dedicate the day for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just me. It's a me thing.
So, yeah, you've been actually quite active. I'm actually surprised you've been actually quite active when it comes to writing. Good job, man. Keep that up.
Thanks. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Link in the description. Okay. Yeah, I mostly write fanfics, so yeah, it's a good base. Cause yeah, you really get to flex your skills on it. And,
And you
you
get a
get
following on top of that.
a following, and you get good feedback because a lot of them. I don't know. My most popular one are just this bunch of horny ass.
Yeah, tell them about your, about your latest hit,
Are,
or rather your
are
best hit so far.
their best hit. It's MILF's month. I don't know what else to say. MILF NTR's now, whatever. That's it.
Yeah,
And
lots of
people ate
people
it up.
horny on main on that
And
on fanfiction.net right now.
and the fuckers ate it up. Whatever. And now I
Hey,
just
give
basically
yourself
tell
some
them, yeah,
credit. It was well written, MILF, NTR,
yeah.
smut.
Oh my god. As the guy who detested, I hate that it's possibly my most well received work. Like whatever, okay, it's fine. I have other stuff too.
It's because you you
Eat
you
up the
struck a
MILF
market,
NTRs.
right? You struck a market that you didn't know was there. So if you make more
No,
MILF, smut,
I
NTR,
struck a there is I'm not doing it.
you'll
I want
become
to
the
be good boy writer now.
you'll be the Shindo LA of you'll be the Shindo of the fanfiction.net space.
Uh,
Maybe you'll make your own metamorphosis.
oh no, fuck that. But for now, it's a good show. I get to work, and people like it. Some people don't, which is fine. I had my fair share of criticisms, which I work on, and it's great. It's very helpful, especially when you're trying to
Yeah,
build.
I'm surprised how active they are in, calling out what they liked and what they didn't like about uh the fanfic. And I've noticed in
Yeah,
the comment section while I was reading your stuff, there's a lot of people, suggesting stuff. There's a lot of people who want certain scenes to happen. And it's like, wow, kind of, you know, they're kind of passionate about what they're reading. You can tell.
yeah. yeah, it is very, it's very enriching, I guess, say the least. Because like, people actually like my stuff. Like, it really, I wouldn't say it's an ego boost, but like every time they say that they enjoy my writing or the atmosphere or the dialogue, I'm like, oh, thank you. I know, I'm kidding.
No, no, yeah, unless you're stroking your, unless you're stroking your, unless you're stroking your own cock
Sure.
too much. Uh, Honestly, I think that kind of thing is, what is needed. That kind of feedback is needed. Oh, you're doing good. You're
But
doing
I
fine.
also
Keep it up.
enjoy when, but I also like it when people tell me what they don't like or like the
Yeah,
things that
that's feedback right there. That's what you need
that's
to
feedback.
really improve.
Yeah, and it's fine. I've had it. I've very much tried to work on stuff that they complain about, and it's great. And I'm having a good time. I hope this one I'm writing I get to finish by the end of next week. So I wanna add it.
It's like, damn, man, you're so. I don't know. It's like usually it would take a lot of people to write another one after the last one.
Sure.
So yeah, it's.
But,
I think a lot of people should. I don't know. I think it's a thing that if you're trying to create content, I think it's a nice way. It's a nice thing to do to be more active. I guess about it.
sure,
Just like
sure.
what we're doing. Hey.
Yeah. So, anyways, got any more things you want to talk about? Or
Yeah.
we want to do a full holiday one with our friend because like the insanity
Yeah,
of
that's going to be that's going. We're gonna go more on. We're gonna. Ah, uh, I lost my
yeah.
train of thought there for a second. But yeah, we're gonna.
We're
I
gonna
think yeah, we're going to go further into the holiday. Each and every single one of these holidays that the
next time.
Philippines has apparently. Most of these just came and went for me. But apparently, even there are even uh province specific holidays, right? Because a
Yeah,
lot of
true.
these
There are
are national holidays, but if you're in a specific
there's local
province,
ones.
right, you'd have like
Yeah, there's
a
also
separate
local.
state, or separate state, a separate holiday, like a separate set of holidays, just for that. I'd like to see, like maybe I'd like to experience that at one point. I don't know, because they have these festivities, so of course, no classes at that time, so they would have these festivals and all that. Like, damn, that's
Yeah, especially in the
that's
province.
something I want to experience at
A
some
lot of
point.
so
I think
yeah.
one
Look forward
that comes to
to that.
mind. Okay, sorry, go on.
No. What were we gonna say?
Yeah, specifically ati-atihan. I don't know. It's like one of those things I want to see
Katiyan
at some point.
Festival.
Ati-atihan and all these other festivals. I think there was one that's flowers. That's about flowers, and it's all very very colorful. And I forgot the name, but it's in this one province in Luzon or something, or maybe it's in Visayas. But yeah, it's very colorful. I would love to see it at some point because
And
yeah,
yeah, very fun. Yeah, get to experience a lot of that thing. Yeah,
people
especially in
always say, "Oh, I
provinces.
want to experience Japan. I want to experience China. Maybe."
It's,
So, sorry, it's like they're yeah. But to be quite fair, China has a lot of history. Has a lot of culture, and I would also at some point love to see that because hell yeah, they have a long ass history and it's just very nice to read through. And I would always love to
like current China.
visit. Yeah, current
Current,
current state of things. With their government, I'm a little mixed about that. But honestly, they would most of the people here would love to see foreign countries. But honestly, if you know the local stuff, honestly, is where it's at.
it's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's something we
especially
really need to see, and I kind of want to see it. And also, by the way, uh, there I heard from a friend, right, that in Bulacan, the
right.
sisig is fucking amazing.
And I already told you before, but I don't personally. I've never tried it. But like, it's
I
one of
want to
those
try
things
it.
that
You know, I was told it was god tier. Like, man,
really.
when can I go? I want to try it now. You know,
It's fine, but it's like one of those things like I can live my life without eating it, I guess. Because nowadays I don't really focus on.
I know
You
you
know,
can't see my look of disgust, but here it is. It's like
yeah,
I'm looking at you in disgust.
yeah, you can pull that look, but like I'm still not. I detest pork nowadays, so
It's as if he's
I don't really eat pork.
It's as if he's looking at walking garbage. No, but
Eh,
why do you hate pork anyway? Pork
Nothing. It's
is
just like
fucking
it has a.
amazing.
It's great, but it's like I don't personally enjoy it nowadays. Like there's a certain taste to it that I've definitely picked up on, especially since last year. You know, I had some health stuff. I had to go, I had to forego eating it for a while, and like after that, it was
I think I mentioned this, but is it like one of those? You know, it's like it seems to me it's like a curse that once you get like a surgery, like a once you're after
nah,
surgery, your perspective just changes.
nah. It was something like I stopped eating pork when the when my medical emergency first I guess arisen.
Mm.
And continually like I had to take a certain diet that forego pork, and after
And
that
since
and
then, you hate pork.
since then I wouldn't necessarily hate pork. I would definitely it's not definitely something I would eat like
Ah.
pork. It's fine if you still enjoy it, but for me personally, and
Mm.
my mom herself agrees, like yeah, definitely it's not something I definitely like. Oh, I have to eat this kind of pork. Like I'm not. If I have to, I can go. I can forego eating it entirely.
Oh. Okay. Well. Hmm. Honestly, I'm when it comes to meat in general, I'm all in, baby. I'm all in.
Yeah,
Chicken, pork, beef, given to me.
lamb. Would you eat lamb?
I haven't tried lamb. It's a Western thing, right? I mean, I guess
Yeah,
people
maybe,
in the West, definitely, eat that shit from time to time because
yeah,
it's more available to them.
yeah. But like here, we have that, but I guess it's not. I guess it's just in the provinces. I'm sure
Oh,
there's
I
some here,
see.
but I guess there's some here in the city, but
Have you
it's
tried
not
it?
as popular.
You're a province boy.
Yeah, I've tried it. My dad loves it, but like I've tried goat. It's very, it's very gamey. It has a certain
What's
taste.
the? Can you describe the texture or something? The taste?
It's like very soft beef, but it has a gamey taste. Like it has a taste.
What's the
Uh,
gamey taste? What's that?
I guess it's something like
It
how do
tastes
you
like a forest
describe
or
a
something.
gate?
Maybe it tastes like grass.
Something it's hard to describe, but like
Ah, I see.
it's, when you taste it, parang malansa yung lasa
Ah,
in
oily.
Filipino. Parang ganun, malansa siya. Parang ganun.
Mm. All
And
right. I haven't really tried any of those, so yeah. I guess compared to you, I'm a normie.
it's because my dad loves that shit. And
You think you're a carnivore? You think you're a meat eater? I bet you haven't tried goat.
yes, goat elitism, and we're back at it again. Full circle.
Uh,
That is what this podcast is about.
Man, I do want to try at some point. Actually, I went to
Yeah, come on.
yeah, during my trip yesterday to
Mhm.
Tagaytay. We actually went to a samgyeopsal.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this. Oh,
Yeah,
you told me like, yeah,
and
Here,
it's my first time
this is
actually to
where
try that. And
here is the controversial opinion that will alienate our normie fans. Go ahead,
okay,
Aaron.
go on.
This is gonna be Aaron's opinion that is gonna alienate our normie fans. Go ahead.
Honestly, yeah. So honestly, it's just I'm not feeling it. It's just not good.
Oh,
Samgyup, it's
really?
just it's it has its place, but
It's not your thing,
not it's
but it's
not my
of
cup of
course.
tea at all. Honestly, it's like you're there for the meat, right? You're there for the meat, and that's amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
But the meat itself, it's like you're picking piece. It's like it varies from piece to piece, right? It's like you're picking little pieces and then you're picking big pieces, but there's no, you know, it's like that. That's only what you get. Unlike say a buffet with that kind of setup, there are places like that where you can get a good meal that's already cooked, but you can also have, you know, you can also cook your meat on the side. But in a samgyup, you're gonna have to wait like for a long ass time, and if you have a lot of people with you, expect to be a
Very
little,
hard.
expect to be, like you're actually hunting for prey or something. But instead of, actual prey, you're hunting for a piece of meat to eat because, god damn it, you're starving and the side dish just ain't cutting it.
Yeah, I guess uh, I I personally don't get the appeal. I guess to some it appeals to them, but maybe for others it just doesn't cut it for them.
I do love the
And
idea of a place dedicated to eating the three, the three kinds of meat. I love the idea. I
yeah,
ate way too much
Korean
bacon than I
barbecue.
thought I would yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. No, actually, yeah,
It's
that was the
Korean,
day before. Actually, yeah, during the trip.
and maybe Korean maybe Korean barbecue is more your style because that is just straight meat. You grill it.
Oh man,
It's
I
got
now that one I'm looking forward to actually at some point
yeah.
trying it
Hopefully at some point.
because samgyup is fun and all, but I want to. But if Korean barbecue is going to be the superior experience, that's the first thing I'm gonna be like doing if I were to
Yeah.
have like a bunch of friends along. It's like, hell yeah, you
Korean.
guys want Korean barbecue?
Fuck
It's like,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
Go ahead.
Is it is
All
it like
right.
samgyup? Is it like a samgyeopsal where you
Nah,
would have like the three kinds of meat, or is it just one? Are you just eating pork?
nah. I guess it depends on the meat you order. It can either be
Oh,
chicken, beef, or pork. So, because I
can I
personally
have
tried
all of
it
them?
when I guess it depends. I mean, if you're willing to pay for it, because
I see. I see.
I think it's like you have a set order of how many meats you have, and
Mm.
you
And
can
then you
have
grill
all
it.
three, and then you grill it yourself. And you know what? Eat it by yourself. Korean. The servants don't give a fuck. It's more money.
Feels like salmonella central, to be honest.
Yeah, but
Honestly, the idea of
unless you're
samgyeopsal and Korean barbecue, it's like salmonella central.
yeah, I mean, you cook it very well, unless you don't know how to cook meat.
I
As in,
That's honestly, I'm a bad cook. So it's like,
you're gonna die
is
then.
this is this cooked enough? It looks brown.
If
There's black.
I don't
There's some
die,
black in here. Oh well, I'm starving.
if I don't die, fine. I guess it is.
It's like roll a 5 so you don't die. That's basically what you're doing.
Yeah, sure. So, you wanna start wrapping things up? I mean, you can also hype up the next set.
No, I want 3 hours more. Just kidding. But yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, that's about it for I guess. That's about it.
Look forward to the next ep. I'm also excited because we get to talk a lot more about Filipino Christmas and holidays here.
Yeah,
And yeah,
expect that in the next episode. Hopefully, unless we go to another tangent again and never go back to that topic.
never go back. Yeah, but it's fun. So yeah, it was fun. Thanks for listening,
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for listening, and look forward to the next episode. Please support us. We are finally on Spotify, by the way, so you can
And
listen to
Anchor,
us there.
no,
I'm surprised that
And
Spotify
follow us on
actually deemed us worthy.
allowed. Also, we're on Facebook and Twitter if you guys want to support.
Well, the
All
Twitter
of
account is
those
still
links
pending,
mentioned
by the way.
still
But the Facebook
pending,
account is
but we
there.
have a full Facebook account, and we'll link it in the description box below. Like and subscribe. Actually, Aaron hates when YouTubers do that.
We're not gonna do that. It's like if they want to like and subscribe, they can. That's the natural way of things. People know how to like and subscribe. They will do that if they think it's good.
But it'd be pretty cool if you did, guys.
Wink, wink, nudge,
Oh.
nudge.
Yeah.
All right,
But yeah,
so
thanks for listening.
yeah.
Been amazing.
Bye.
Thank you.